Hey guys, these are the sales from Monday, December 31st, just to start off the New Year's Eve before I went into the party. Had all these sales, except for the chargers. That one sold during the party, so a lot of people were buying earlier in the day, which is super cool and a good way to finish off the year. Kind of good variety of stuff sold too, so that's always cool. Today's New Year's Day, so I'm packing all this up and I'll do New Year's Day stuff as well. Had a few sales there, not as great yet, but hopefully some more will come through. These Tony Lama boots, I paid $25 for them. They look pretty cool. There is a flaw here. Someone repaired it where there was a tear in the leather. I paid $25 for them with some other stuff in a big lot that I bought from somebody. So I'm sure by the time it was all down, they probably were down to like the $20 mark. And then I took a best offer finally of $70. One interesting thing about this was I had them listed at like $150. Really just trying to get an offer of about $100 on them, and got a couple like $60, $50 offers, and I went to edit the listing down to $134.99. I usually just drop it 15 or 20 bucks, you know, progressively if it doesn't sell. Well, I went back there to review it the third month, and they were listed at $1,534.90. Like somehow when I went to edit it, I didn't delete the 5. And or the 4, whatever it was. Somehow I messed it up and it showed like it was over $1,000. So no surprise they didn't sell at that price because that's ridiculous. But I ended up lowering them to the $124.99, I think is what it was, and then I got a best offer $75, and it's going pretty close to me, so I just took it. Happy to get rid of them. This is a Cuisinart, one of the amber bowls for a DLC 8. Lady buys it, then messages me and says, well, mine's a DLC 8F, and it says it'll fit online, but I'm not really sure. So I'm going to buy it, try it, and if it doesn't, I'm going to return it. So I haven't packed this up yet. I'm going to research to see if that is the case, if the 8 and the F work the same. I don't have a DLC 8F on hand to put that on, but I don't know. That's kind of frustrating. So she's already has the intention to return it once it doesn't work, which means I'll eat the shipping on that. So hopefully it'll work and it won't be an issue, or I'll find out beforehand that it doesn't work and I can let her know. Here's a PS2 game, sold for 13 bucks shipped, just the disc, which is pretty cool. I'll take it out of this plastic case and I'll put it in a like a DVD style case. 20 questions, sold for 10 shipped. It does work, so that was awesome. Chargers, starter, like rain windbreaker jacket. I paid like $6 for that, and then I sold it for 30 shipped on the best offer. Someone bought it probably going into the playoffs here, since the Chargers are doing pretty well. And then a PS2 Fat sold for 48 shipped. Happy to get rid of that. It's just the system and the cords. And then lastly, the best sale. These were the horror VHS set that I bought. There's a bunch of VHS, all horror ones. These are the MCA Universal Monster Classics. There's 26 of them, I believe. Set the other ones that came with this lot, and I put them in a big lot. We're trying to sell them together. But these ones I had listed at $150 or best offer, and someone in Florida offered me $115. I paid $5 for all of them, so I said, let's get rid of them. So I'm happy with that. I've had some issues with media mail lately. Over the past, like, probably 6 months, I've had 3 packages either get lost, you know, open contents where the box arrived with nothing in it, or like the updates just stopped on them for where the package was. One of them was resolved and the package finally got moving after like 2 weeks. All of them have been heavier boxes for the most part, but yeah, one of them, the heaviest one, that one was found and finally moved, and the person was happy. The 2 other ones, one, the lady got a notice that the box, it was just a box, and it said that your contents were missing. We're really sorry. So, I don't know. I usually overdo it on the tape, so I'm kind of surprised that they would split open. And I have usually pretty good quality boxes when I'm shipping those type of items. So, I'm not sure what happened, if they're just too heavy and they're getting thrown around and it's just too much weight, or if, you know, obviously maybe just a bad situation and the postal worker grabbed it and it got stuck somewhere, or just threw it somewhere and it ripped open. I don't know. Frustrating though, because obviously I lose the money on that, and it happened twice. And also, media mail is it's a cheap shipping, so I like to use it, but it's not worth me taking a loss on 2 pretty big. One was a Harry Potter set, and one was a Bible story set. So the Harry Potter one, that's the one where the box came Empty. The Bible story, we're not really sure. The package just, I did a mail trace. They still couldn't find it. No insurance on it or anything. So I think going forward, I just did another big book sale, and I shipped it FedEx because it was only like $6 or $7 more, and I get the insurance with it. So I think I'm going to start doing that from now on if it's a heavier medium mail item. As long as I can afford it in my profit margins, I'd rather just get a better, better chance of it making it there than having to deal with the medium mail BS. So that's my little rant there. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoy this part, and hopefully there'll be more throughout the week. Hey everyone, these are the sales from Tuesday, January 1st, 2019. Happy New Year to everybody. Had a really good day. A lot of small, so easy stuff to pack up. So we'll jump right in. This is a Robert Graham shirt. Nothing really crazy. It's like a French style almost. It's a flip cuff, but it's got like the white cuffs like a French cuff would have. Nothing real crazy about it, but it still sold for $33 shipped on a best offer. So happy about that. I think I paid $6 or $7. Video game wise, quite a bit. Red Dead Revolver, a good PS2 game that sold for $21 shipped. Star Wars Rogue Squadron sold for $9 shipped. Super Monkey Ball Adventure sold for $17 shipped. We Sing Pop sold for $12 shipped, I believe. Sony Multitap for the PS2 sold for $20 shipped. A Nintendo DS Lite, it's like I think a coral pink one is supposed to be the name of the color, sold for $37 shipped. Doom for PS1 sold for $28 shipped. And then the remaining stuff is another one of these Yahtzee Deluxe dice sold for $10. A Sony Walkman WMF41 is the model. It doesn't work though. It powers up and you can hear the motor working, but it won't spin the cassette. Sold for $22 shipped for parts. I think I paid a couple bucks for it. Then lastly, a San Antonio Shoes tripod comforts. You can see a little wear here, but overall, not really too bad. I'll wipe them down again before I go ahead and send them out, try to get those last rocks out. I think I paid $12 for them, and they sold for $45 shipped on the best offer. So that's everything. If anything else sells, I'll let you know. If not, we'll see what Wednesday. Hello everyone, these are the sales from Wednesday. If you notice anything, we'll even go up top here to this beautiful jacket. There might be something different about this particular sales update compared to the last, and I'll give you a couple times, a little bit of time to think about it, look around. If there's anything different. Time's up, there's no video games here. So, pretty interesting. I did actually just sell one like a second ago, so technically it's just at storage. It sold for 15 bucks a DS game, but most of my haul videos lately have had video games in them. Because I'm getting so many, I have so many listed that it's rare that I don't sell at least a system or a couple games every day. And today, up until 10:30 or so, I had no video game sales, no offers on video games, so not that I think the market's dead, I just think it's one of those days that just happened to be that way. Luckily, everything else we had listed came through, even 3 clothing items. I did sell another jersey as well a second ago too, so 4 clothing items. Technically, we have another offer out. We accepted, but they haven't paid yet for a pair of jeans. So, pretty cool stuff. Again, just thought it was pretty different because I've had so much video game stuff lately that it's really flooded the sales update, but it's nice to see some other stuff. We'll jump right in though. Here is a Yahtzee Deluxe Cup. I've been selling the dice. So far I think I sold 3 for 10 each. Just sold the cup for 10, so 40 bucks so far off a $2 Yahtzee game, which is pretty cool. Again, I don't like to part out every video game. I want to make sure there's enough money in them. Usually 7 to 10 bucks at least per item I'm lotting out of there, parting out. I don't want to sell a bunch of stuff for $3 or $4. It's just not worth my time. The clothing items, this is a USC Trojan size small jacket. You may have seen this before. I don't know if I put it in the sale. Someone bought it, paid for it. I printed the label, and then they said they didn't want it. They messaged me, and so they changed their mind. I'm assuming they found another one or something like that. So I avoided the label, and we can't refunded the money or whatever, canceled the order. So it all worked out. I got my money back on the shipping, and now I resold it for the same price, $25 shipped. So happy about that. I think I paid $5 for it. This is a Triceratops It was on clearance, but I picked it up at the actual Salvation Army, but it was for $3.78. It's a Play School, Coda, and Pals. I paid like $6 something. Yeah, it was $7.25. This is back in July. But I got some kind of a discount on it. I don't remember how much, 25% or something. And I saw they were selling even used for like 15, 20 bucks, and mine was still brand new. I've had him listed for obviously 5 months now. He finally sold for 40 shipped. So still a good deal, but definitely long tail. Here is an acid wash type denim jacket. It's nothing special. It's not like Levi's or anything. I paid $5 for it at garage sale just because it looked real cool and worn, and then it finally sold today on the best offer of $28. Happy to get rid of it. 2 issues. One, didn't have a great name, which doesn't necessarily mean it won't sell, but definitely doesn't hurt. It hurts a little bit with searching for it. And then the second part was there was no, it was like a one size tag. It didn't really have its direct size, so I had to put all the measurements in there and kind of compare it to what I thought the size was. So hopefully there's no issues. Looking back, I probably wouldn't buy it again just because of the no size tag. Or it says one size, which doesn't really help. This is a Pamela McCoy. It's like a faux fur jacket. It is brand new. I think I paid $15 or $20 for it. It's Pamela McCoy Couture, size large. Sold it once before. Here's the tags. For I think 70 or 75 bucks, 65 bucks, and I had black in the title and it's not black. I copied a listing and they had black in the middle of their title, and I didn't see it there. I listed in the description the color of it, but I didn't put it in the title. So they bought it, got it, and weren't pleased. And then they also pointed out that this little rhinestone here is missing. Now, I don't think it was missing because my original picture didn't show that it was, but they said it was missing when they got it, so maybe it came off during shipping or when they took it out. Obviously, the return cost me like $8 or $10 to get it back. Then it was in the hole like 16 plus my original 15 or 20. I just sold it again for 70 shipped. So this time I corrected the color and I highlighted the flaws on there. I said a couple of them are missing, but I only found one, but I just put a couple just in case one falls off when it ends up there. This time it should go through with no issues, and I'll probably just make a few bucks when it's all said and done, but happy to get rid of it. It's been in my closet for a long time. Definitely want it gone. And then lastly, I saved the best for last, aside from what hasn't been picked up at the storage unit. This is a Sharp JC22. Little radio here. It also has like a cassette portion. I didn't show this when I showed you guys a recent haul of all the stuff I bought from the storage unit guy for $4.50, like the Nintendo cards and the roller coaster. This came out of the $100 portion. I had picked it up. He has usually boxes scattered around, and he has all of his good stuff under this canopy, and all the kind of junk is just in a bunch of boxes, he thinks. I pulled this out of there. I knew it would be pretty valuable because some of the older Sharp, the early models, do well, especially ones that are like the red. So I knew it at least had some value even if it was broken. Didn't know it was as valuable as it was. I listed it for $100 or best offer because it does power up and the radio works, but the cassette, little tuner pack for the cassette thing isn't really working right. But I ended up selling it for $85 shipped on a best offer. It is missing the battery cover. I will pull my batteries, the Kirkland ones, out of here. I don't ship them with batteries. I just had them in here again to test it before I shipped it out. So $85 shipped for that, and that came out of the $100 portion of that big buy. So I've already got most of my money back on just one little item, and he had no idea what this is worth. So sometimes, you know, when you're dealing with people, they don't know everything. So try to take advantage of things that they don't know and throw those in there, and they may undervalue, and it can sometimes pay for the stuff they think is worth money. So that was pretty cool for $85 shipped. I'll show the other two things and anything else that sells in the next hour or so after this part. Hello guys, these are the final sales from Wednesday. Just 2 items that I mentioned. Here's a Jerry Rice Raiders jersey. It's a youth. Paid $5 for it. It's a size extra large, 18-20. This ended up selling for full price at $30. I had best offer on it, but someone came through and paid $29.99, so super happy with that. And then lastly, DS game here, Kirby Superstar. Focusing. There it is. Ultra, just the cartridge. Came out of a $15 DS lot I think I bought with the system and some games. This sold for 15 shipped by itself. So that. Everyone, here are the sales from Thursday. A few good things that sold. Video game stuff is back and selling well. So sold some controllers for the Xbox, 28 shipped. Nintendo 64 game for 10. This is a pretty expensive Genesis game, sold for 48. Doesn't even have the manual, so that's pretty cool. And a Wii up there for 40. Sold this Black & Decker Shortcut, I think it's called. Or no, Quick and Easy Food Pressure, that's what it's called. This is just a bowl, sold for 27 shipped. A Korn 2006 Concert Tour shirt, sold for 32 shipped on full price sale. Polaroid Onyx, which I'd never seen. It's a Spectra Onyx. Really cool because you can kind of see the inner workings there. This sold for 55 shipped. And then a TI-83 Plus sold for 30 shipped. It even had stickers on it. I didn't even bother taking them off, but it does work, and that sold for 30 shipped. And hey guys, I actually forgot one other item. This is a Dexter 5096, kind of like a meat cleaver type knife here. This came out of a big lot of stuff I bought in the estate sale. I paid like $2 for a whole box full of knives. This one sold for 40 shipped. It's got a lot of wear on it. Nothing crazy. Dexter's an alright brand. It's not the best brand, but it does okay if you can get some pretty cool, usually bigger knives. The big chef's knives are these more like long, I think they're called cleavers, are the ones that do better. So that's it. Hello guys, another weekend wrapping up here with sales from Friday, January 4th through Sunday, January 6th. Honestly, not a huge weekend. Probably the first time it's been a little bit slow since, December. A lot of people slowed down right after Christmas. We were still selling stuff that final week, but this weekend we've had some sales, but nothing really crazy. Probably the highest one might be a $55, which really isn't that high, to be honest. And then there's a couple of 40s in here and stuff, but then a lot of smaller stuff. So happy to get rid of it, though. Happy we are having sales. Always got to be thankful for what we are able to move. Sometimes it's easy to complain a lot about stuff, and I try not to do that too much and just be grateful for what I do have and the sales we do have, and just keep working hard and listing, and stuff will move. So today I even went through and repriced a bunch of stuff that I had up for a long time, just trying to lower it to get it out of here. I want to clear out some of that dead inventory and make space for new stuff that's moving quicker. So we'll jump right in though. Video game stuff as always. NBA Street Volume 2, a good PS2 game. It sold for 17 shipped. Mario Kart Double Dash, awesome game, always sells. Got 45 shipped for that. Star Wars Rogue Leader got 10 for the GameCube. Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 I think sold for $32.99 or something like that. And then Zelda sold for 25, and then a Wii sold for 40, and then Wii controllers for 30. So that, and a Game Boy Color here for like 22 or 23 bucks. It's broken, doesn't even have a battery cover. So I was surprised that it sold for that much. Maybe 20 bucks, I don't know. Some pretty good money for a broken Game Boy. I paid $5 for it. The non-video game stuff, I think that we're moving into that. An MS7 speaker by Drake. This is from the CB radio stuff. I'm down to, this was the second to last piece. The last item I have listed is the big unit, the transceiver and everything. That's the one I expect to go for over 700 towards 1,000, something like that. This is the last smaller piece I had. I took a best offer of 55 shipped. Happy to get rid of it. It's actually pretty light. It's not that heavy. What is this? Waterman pen here. Paid $8 for this at a thrift store while I was on vacation in June. I took a best offer of 30. Some of them go really crazy. This one wasn't that special though, but some of the marbleized ones can do really, really well. I took the $30 offer on that. Happy to get rid of it. Here's a little food processor pusher for a Hamilton Beach. These ones don't do that. Well, I got $8 shipped for this. So usually on the Cuisinarts you can get about 10 shipped for a pusher. 2 Hercules DVDs. If you have the whole set, you can do alright. I just had season 1 and 3. They sold for 20 shipped. They'll go medium mail. Austin Powers watch. This is one of those little kind of gimmicky watches they have for different TV shows and cartoons and stuff. That one sold for 10 shipped. I think I paid 50 cents and a lot of stuff. So it doesn't really work perfectly either, and I still got $10. So pretty cool. 20 questions, another one. This one sold for 10 shipped. Oh, almost forgot this. The last of my Yahtzee Deluxe dice. This one came out of the $2 Yahtzee game. I sold 4. of the dice out of there for $10 each, and I sold the cup for 10, so 50 in sales for a $2 game, and it's got one more thing, little pieces of it I'm selling for 10, but that'll be it. So it wasn't complete, but it is a good game to look out for. T84 Plus, paid $2 for this. It does work. You can kind of see there's a little issue right here, but it does show all the numbers and everything. Someone offered me 52 on it. Has no slipcover, so I took that. It was only a $2 investment. $11 on this Oakley case. Has some scuffs on it. It's like a bigger one, but pretty nice actually. I think I paid 50 cents for it, so sold that for 11. This is pretty cool. I listed it and it sold within a day. It's a Jack's Pacific eye clops. It's like a night vision. Look out for these. They have a couple of different models, but these little toy night vision things do pretty well. I got 35 shipped for this. I paid like $2.50 at Savers, so that was awesome. And then the clothing items, Tim Tebow Eagles jersey, even though he didn't really play that long. This is a jersey they had made by Nike. To be honest, I'm not even sure how legit it is, but it feels nice, but I didn't know Nike came out with them so quickly, but maybe they did. It ended up selling for 40 shipped on a best offer, though. I paid 10. Here's a Buffalo David Britton King slim bootcut jeans. They're like a size 32, I think. It's like a smaller size. I don't usually get jeans that are that small, but it was brand new with tag. I paid $12 for that. Just knocked something over. And I ended up selling it for 34 after like probably a year. It finally sold for 34 shipped. Worst part is I think I had an offer of 40 a long time ago and I didn't take it. So got too greedy, I guess. And lastly, this was a free item. It's an Aeropostale or whatever hoodie. It's like athletic one. It's kind of got that like almost moisture wicking material. This is something that my friend had given me a bunch of stuff to donate. This was in there, so I didn't pay anything for it. I listed it, and then it finally sold for a best offer of 16 shipped. So it'll probably go in a padded flat rate. We'll probably make $5. I wouldn't pick it up, but it was free, so I listed and I was happy to get rid of it. So that's everything, guys. Again, not a whole lot to show you. Nothing pretty crazy. If there was a bolo, I'd probably say it's of this group is these little night vision things. You'll see them. There's a couple different ones. But you'll notice if you look something like this by Jack's Pacific, kind of see it there. This one's called the eye clops. These things can do awesome. I think there's one model that goes for like 50. And they're toys, so most people are selling them for pretty cheap. But that's something to look out for. If you have any questions, let me know. This should wrap up all the sales for the week. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely hit the like and comment if you have any questions. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys are doing well out there. Take care. Hey everyone, this is another part to the sales update. It's kind of funny. I had sold Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 for like 33, 34 bucks, something like that. And while I was in storage, I had an extra copy of Donkey Kong Country, and I didn't really know which one was which, so I said I'd just grab them both. When I got back to the house, I'd check to make sure I put the right one with the Donkey Kong Country 2, because I don't label them or anything, I just put them in there. Usually I sell them quick enough where I don't end up with duplicates, but while I was packing up, this other Donkey Kong Country sold for 18, so it kind of worked out pretty cool to have both of them sell on the same day, and I brought them here just to make sure I got the right one, and ended up selling. So that one sold for 18 shipped. Those ones I got to pack up. And I just sold a hat too for 20 bucks, a Bears hat, so I don't know if they'll pay in time. Actually, no, it'll actually be for tomorrow. It'll be for Monday's sale, so that'll be it for today.